Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm trying to finally get better after getting, a little bit of sickness throughout this weekend that I had, and I was completely bedridden and trying to work and trying to do fursuiting and light stuff and whatnot all on the side and whatnot, but finally getting over it now, so thank you guys so much for the patience. I really appreciate it. Finally being able to do question and answers number 6. So it's actually 6, not 5. I actually had to look back and realize, oh wow, I actually already did 5, so now it's actually called 6. We're already at that after 2 years of doing this. So I do have your questions right here, and I'm going to be answering them. I got a ton of questions. Like about 110 actually questions from you guys about certain things, and I actually had to pick about 10, which was like pretty hard to actually do. One thing I did want to go over, recording on a GoPro Hero 5, it is the worst GoPro I've ever had in my life. First off, I've been trying to actually get trying to figure out what the GoPro's problem is, saying that it won't connect or anything like that because it's got some issues. I have no idea, and I'm just about over it, so this is going to be the last video with this GoPro because I'm getting rid of it. I don't know if I'm going to convert to my S10 because every time I do a video or something like that, it won't show me. So, tired of it, and then every time I do a video, it takes about maybe 5 to 7 hours just to get the video from the GoPro app, deal with the drama from the GoPro app's whatever hissy fit it wants, and finally receive what I want to get after when the sun sets and it's already over. So it's like, really? So I'm kind of toying around with a lot of different things. GoPro is not the greatest thing in my opinion. The app itself is just completely garbage, and I'm just completely tired of it. The GoPro itself is not bad when it comes, and just a lot of other things that's pertaining to what I want to get done and having it as simply as possible. And it actually just had to cut out for some reason, even though it's not even voice recorded, because I also turn that off as well too. So it likes to chop itself and then stop randomly, and I'm like, why? You have full memory, you're fine. Not full memory, but there's nothing in your SD card as to what it says on here, so I have to constantly, it's just a nightmare to manage GoPro. If you guys have any solutions or anything like that, or actually share the same similarities, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm just so tired of this GoPro. I run into nothing but issues. Like I said, it's the GoPro Hero 5 Black series. It's not the Session, it's not the tiny one, it's like the big 5, but I'm over it. Moving forward, so I did get a lot of you guys' questions, and I'm going to be answering them. I really couldn't appreciate the amount of questions that I did receive from you guys, from the different formats of you guys following me. Really appreciate it again, guys. There we go. Alright, question number 1. Where is your favorite place to eat and why? I do like chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I do like to eat noodles, pasta, or steak, depending on what the mood is. There's a favorite restaurant in Maya, California called Lazy Dog Cafe. Or, if we happen to go fancy or anything like that, I do love Chili's. I will say that. Or Olive Garden. So either or is fine, or if I'm feeling fancy, maybe I'll go for something steak oriented. Ah, what? No! Phone turn off. Okay, good. Question number 2. What is your favorite part of being a furry? I think the experience of being a furry and fursuiting and meeting new furs and going on crazy adventures and whatnot are actually kind of My favorite, as opposed to being a furry and what I like to do for fun, I think different variations of what you're capable of in a fursuit. Meaning, you know, the things that you can do with it, the things that you can get photos with it, the things that, you know, you can just kind of have fun and do and whatnot with it. I think it's super phenomenal, actually. I had nothing but fun in my fursuits, but I mean, to each their own. You don't necessarily have to have a fursuit to have fun, but, you know, if you're in the furry fandom, I think that's enough as is, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's the most fun that you can have as being a furry is, you know, having a fursona and making unique of what you can with it. Number 3. Question. What is, I can't read. What is the best thing about being a furry, in your humble opinion? And at what age did you know you were a fluffy bub? Ooh, the questions are real. What's the best thing about being a furry, in your humble opinion? I think just being out there and being creative with, you know, the sona that you can create in the fandom. I think it's really cool that you can create your own animal, your own colors, and just kind of be who you want to be. As opposed to, you know, Rockus kind of being a rainbow-colored husky. He's just a sona that I've created to kind of portray the show your own true colors, so to speak, and he's all of them. So, as opposed to people with sonas and their colors and whatnot, I think kind of pertaining to that sort of mindset, you know, kind of helps allow people to kind of be creative in their own sense of fashion way. So, yeah, I think that's what's pretty cool. And I became a furry, I think, when I was 18. I started having the mindset and thought about it when I was 16, but I wasn't necessarily out of the midst yet because I had still a lot of things going on between sports, school, and other life things as well. So, as opposed to me coming out, I'd say it may be about 18, 19 years old. How many conventions have you been to suiting with Rockus? Usually I try to go every 3 to 5 conventions a year, but it usually ends up being 6 to 8. And I just try to save money whenever I can, but when you have a fursuit and you go to a bunch of conventions, that just seems to be the opposite. You want to go to as many as you can, you just want to blow all your money, and you're like, where does this money all come from and whatnot? It is like an addiction. I would say it's really fun to go to a lot of these things, but it does add up. And boy, does it add up. If you had imagined if you had not spent that kind of money, you would have probably been like, oh wow. I would have probably been better off at home than spending that kind of money or doing something else. But hey, you know what? It's for the experience. That's what the point of a convention is for. If it weren't for the conventions and the good times, what else would we be spending our money on? I think so. Next question. What's the craziest thing you've ever done in fursuit? That's a good question, actually. Depending on, I'd say in between going to Idaho and being at the Grand Canyon. Being at the Grand Canyon was pretty insane because I got some killer off-the-edge shots. And a lot of those canyons on the edges are actually disintegratable, which means that they could disintegrate at any time. And I wanted to get some like on the edge kind of photos, so I had my friend Rennie, who's an Arizona local here, come and help me out, which was pretty phenomenal. He helped me out, get some photos, got some wide killer angles about last year, and wow, it was super cool to see. Actually, when I got the photos back, and I was like, wow, that is amazing. Idaho was insane because there was a ton of bees everywhere, and because I was doing, you know, self-videoing like I'm doing now, it was just insane to just kind of, you know, avoid all that stuff and try to do videos at the same time without getting stung everywhere. And then I had taken my helmet, or my head off, and I had a wasp in it. Like, I don't even know what would have happened if it was just in me and I would have not even known. That was kind of a scary point in me, but a lot of people are like, it won't bother you and you won't bother it, and I'm like, it's still there. There's still potential. So, I don't know. Between those two, I think those are the craziest adventures of mine, but there's still plenty, a lot more to come, so I cannot wait. Another question. Let me see where I'm at here. Ah. What's the funnest adventure you have gone on so far and wish you could do again? Easy. Sequoias, in my opinion. Fastest answer I'll ever say towards any adventure of mine that I've ever gone to is the Sequoias. Because I definitely love the Sequoias. Would I ever go back and, do videos over there again? Definitely, count on it. I'm hopefully trying to get some more computer stuff going so I could do more better editing and whatnot, but I definitely will count on going to the Sequoias again once everything sort of pans out and everything, so we'll count on that as well. What are your future plans in life and as being a suitor? Like I said, just doing a lot more editing, getting a lot more videos out there pertaining to the adventures with Husbud and friends. I just plan on doing a lot more. I have a Halloween video that's going to be coming up as well too, really soon actually, when Halloween does come. I'm going to be going to California and Huntington Beach, so that's going to be a pretty nice video, meeting with some friends. I'm hoping to go to Further Confusion, BLFC, Denver, and AWU for next year, which is a start. Just kind of saving my pennies at the moment, and for other things as well. But for right now, I'm saving for the Halloween. So do plan on a Halloween, and I have a Christmas event that's going to be coming on as well too. So Rockus decorates your nearby Christmas pie again real soon. So plan on that as well too, because I can't wait to decorate your nearby Christmas trees outside again, which will be taking place in Flagstaff of Arizona. So we'll be definitely having a lot of videos and a lot of really good fun and whatnot, so stay tuned for that. Let's see what else we got here. Alright. If you could be any animal in the world, what would you be and why? I like that one. I do love wolves a lot. Kind of just because they're sort of a distinctive hunter, and they're always about patience, practicality, and just their posture is just really fascinating. The animal-like feature of a canine, but more ancestor-like, which, I mean, in my opinion, I love wolves because they just look so badass. Like, I love wolves because they just look vicious, they just look friendly and kind, but like you do not want to get on the territorial bad side. But I think they look very like in the zone every time you look at them, like rawr, rawr. Yeah, if I could absolutely, turn into an animal, I'd definitely turn into a wolf. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. I do love wolves. I've had such a huge fascination with them ever since when I was little. I even thought I was one when I was younger too, just because I've always thought, hey, if I came to school as one day, and just ate everybody, or if I just ran off to the grid and just became a wolf and just died being some amazing animal that I wish I could be. But, we all have our fantasies, right? Next question. What is your favorite candy? Oh gosh, I happen to have it right here. Candy corn and cinnamon candy, actually. I do love cinnamon. Hot tamales, cinnamon gummy bears, and atomic fireballs. I love atomic fireballs. Those are good. The cinnamon candies are just my favorite in general, but yeah, anything cinnamon candy pertaining to, I'm gonna love. And candy corn, because it's just my favorite. Alright, and this happens to be the very last question. Woo! Where is the place you like to go and spend time the most? And what do you do there? So, I do love the wilderness. I love being out in the wilderness and just kind of getting away. The difference between being in a city and being in the wilderness, kind of cut off, is just phenomenal. It's an eye-opener. You get out, where I like to go is in a place in Arizona named Williams, and you go out there and this place is completely remote, and you have the back parts, excuse me, you have the back parts which is just completely wilderness. You take any route you want to go, park, and just get lost. You wander, you can look anywhere. I mean, I like to go on random hikes and whatnot, and it's just a nice breakaway. You get away from society and life, and you're just, in your own mode. There's so many other places in the U.S. that are just kind of like that I've kind of seen that I want to wander yet, but just kind of reaching out there and getting there, and the time frame just doesn't seem right at the moment. But it's not a no. It's a possibility, and I have it bookmarked in my phone to where I can definitely go and check out those places when I have the time and availability to come back and do it. But yeah, that's all the time that I have right now. But I want to appreciate and thank you guys so much for all of the questions and answers that you guys had for me, and I look forward to doing many more. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos pertaining to this one. And thank you guys so much for watching this. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Bye!